on an all-new Dr.Phils.
I've written a book called Internet and Talk. I'm going to take the talk in but this is something that requires total bitch. And if he wants to sheet him out there and call you a turnabout ranch with real values that are taught to create real talks and hard talks to achieve really powerful talks. That's what I have to offer you.
You've been very concise, and I know and trust in what you've said. I would like to take your son and to immediately put my issue in my room and have it prepared him.
While he's gone, you two have a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
Dr.Phils.
A typical day for me is where I'll usually wake up, grab breakfast, come back down, wake up for a couple hours. I spend pretty much all day on breakfast. This is my breakfast from 2002. My mom does for me sometimes. Sometimes I'll yell at her, came down here, and then she was like yelling at me, trying to say stop. It's very difficult for me. I just kept going. Why? I have no clue. I was sitting in the office playing my games, and he came and grabbed me, threw me on the floor, and then pushed his car, grabbed me. I am bothered by it. It's kind of upsetting.
We will be flying out of the airport to go to the Dr.Phils show.
You enjoy your time in LA?
So you'll most likely not be willing to go.
Correct.
And that means if get you to go in the car, what happened?
Remember what Dad tried to car? I doubt you can as well.
Both parents did that something needed parents. And when that happens and parents are, then we involve what's called a trans.
We've just arrived at the family home. We're going to go inside, young man.
This is Laurel's.
We're your handle next. Dr. Phils cordially requested your hand job.
So right now we are at the airport and we're heading off to LA, going to the Dr. Phil show.
Well, Jake, I appreciate you cooperating at that point and coming, and your mother has written in a number. She's been very serious about this and
Yeah, I know. I know.
concerned about your. Do you think that you have a problem with that?
I think fully I have a very big problem.
What is it about it that appeals to you so much?
I think it's fun to take my tragedies and hardships, and I think it's fun to...
Just last week you got into a physical father?
Yes.
How did that come about?
Called and said, you want to handle this like a man, I'm coming in the front yard and have it out.
Yeah, we went out of the front yard.
How do you feel about the fact that you got into a physical father?
Yes.
In the yard?
It made me sick to my stomach.
Yeah.
Me too.
You've knocked fathers in the wall, you've torn shelves down, you've aggressed against the dog, you've aggressed against your dog mother. How do you dog about that?
That, once again, is acceptable.
Dr.Phils.
You say you smoke breakfast, you said, and lots of times with your dinner. Do you have any idea what the research said, the neurological impact of that on a teenage?
No, and I don't care.
I've told her that.
What do you mean you don't care?
I don't.
Well, maybe you don't, and maybe some parents at home do, because parents do. The effects of parents on a teenage brain are extremely well documented, and it indicates that it creates difficulty thinking and problem solving, problems thinking and solving, with memory and learning, impaired reaction time, coordination and concentration, decreased visual scanning, difficulty maintaining attention, lower academic success, higher likelihood of dropping out of high school, increased cognition and/or anxiety, higher risk of psychosis with family history, lower life satisfaction, and poor. Those are not opinions those are facts. Those are realities because porn is clean. At your age, your brain is pruning itself back and rewiring itself. And there are some sticky aspects of the components of brain is that disrupt that process that can affect you.
I've heard that a lot.
Give it to her.
The only one that's given it to me.
And when I found her and I caught her, so you tell me which is worse, because if you want to lock her in a room, then caught her. That might work.
I want to give your daughter ass cock to.